Like, what the hell? Y'all can't find some juicier meat somewhere? Islands? Really? For real? That's what you want? Hey y'all, it's your girl GOLDYNAPS and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are spending a few days in Tulum with my friends to celebrate my 26th birthday. We just got to the villa, which is so beautiful. I'm so excited about it. It was really a process to get here, and I'm so fucking hot right now. Like, it's so humid, I'm sweating. But it was a whole thing, like, getting here. Like, we were all arriving at different times, and we had to link up at the airport. And then once we got to the airport, we couldn't find our driver because Tulum is like 2 hours away from Cancun, and you have to fly into Cancun because Tulum doesn't have an airport yet. And our driver was at the wrong terminal. It was a whole thing. And then once we got to our Airbnb, the rental company had not sent me the code to the lockbox to open the villa. So we were just standing outside in the heat getting bit by bugs, and I was like calling them. Finally they answered after like 10 minutes, and we finally got in the house. But we are way later than I thought we were gonna get here because we had like a bunch of hiccups. We're finally here. It's like 5 something, and our dinner reservations are at 7. Girl, I hope we make it on time because it's a whole thing. We're staying in this like residential area of Tulum, so like not near downtown or the beach zone, just an area that has a bunch of different villas. So there's not a whole lot of taxis around here. I personally voted in the group chat that we should book a private driver, but everybody was kind of like, oh, we should try out the taxis the first night and see how it goes. I was like, oh, girl, oh my God, now my braids already all tangly. I'm all sweaty. I gotta detangle this shit. Anyways, I'm so hot and like discombobulated right now, and I'm tired. I've been up since like 4:30. But yeah, so we're running late and we're gonna have to figure out how to get a cab, and it's gonna be a whole thing, but it's gonna be great. If you watched my birthday prep vlog, then you know that I have these goodie bags that I put together for my friends, and I brought everything with me for the goodie bags. So we're gonna put them together. They don't know that they're gonna get goodie bags, so it's a surprise. I'm just so appreciative that my friends would take time out of their busy schedules, that they would pay to do all the bougie shit that we're gonna do this week, because I wanted to go all out for this birthday. Like, I've never planned a trip to this caliber with the kind of activities that we're doing. I was really excited about it, but I do think it's a huge expectation to ask a group of people to drop like hella money just to celebrate you, and I'm really appreciative that they did. So I just wanted to do a little something to show that appreciation. All right, so everybody's goodie bag is gonna come in one of these little custom totes. It says Fiesta, Siesta, Tequila, Repeat, and then Tulum 2023. I ordered these on Etsy and customized them, and I'll link everything that I ordered down below in case you wanna do something cute like this. Everybody's getting a little hangover kit, which I also custom ordered from Etsy. Inside, I put a liquid IV, some gum, some Advil, and then some Aquaphor because we're not trying to be ashy out here. Then everybody is getting 2 of my like favorite products. They're also like, I love a bunch of products, but these are some that I could find in travel sizes because I didn't know if everybody was checking a bag or not, and I wanted to make sure everybody can like take the shit that I got them home, because that would be shitty if people had to leave the stuff. But everybody's getting a Supergroup Glow Oil. And one of my favorite products of all time, the Way St. Bark's body scrub. This smells insanely amazing, like amazing. Next thing I got are just some Sephora sheet masks. Like these are just simple and easy. Do I know if everybody's gonna use them while they're on this trip? No, but I love them. They're super affordable, and yeah, I just thought they'd be a good addition to a little goodie bag. Next, everyone's getting a little shot glass. I also ordered these custom from Etsy because I wanted them to be really cute. And they have these like floral patterns on them, and everybody just has a different color with the flowers. And then the last thing that I custom ordered from Etsy are these little custom Casamigos bottles, if this could focus. But I custom ordered the labels, and I bought these tiny sized shooters, and then I bought a bottle of, there's actual Casamigos in here, not just some random liquor. So I got a bottle of Casamigos as well, and then individually filled each of them up, and I just think it sounds cute. Okay, so we'll give them the little gifts after. What we really need to fucking do right now is get dressed because we don't have a whole lot of time.
It's too long for a nigga so cheap, being flex so deep, sex so deep. You got it, girl, you got it.
Okay, y'all, just got out the shower. It's still hot as fuck in here. I turned on the AC. I'm gonna have to turn that shit way the fuck up because I'm like sweating. All right, the AC is still not fucking turning on in the room. It's like cold as shit in the living room and then hot in my room. But we do not have a whole lot of time. It's 5 I have to be ready in 30 minutes. So we are about to do the most basic makeup possible that I just do when I need to be somewhere quick. It's also really hot. So I don't really care to be super glam. So let's get into it.
You got it, girl, you got it. Yeah. Pretty little thing, you gotta pay it, now you wildin'. You just took it off the line, no mileage. Waiting, hitting you, I'm looking violent. Talking while you come around and not silent. You the Cooper 17, no guidance. You be staying low, but you know what the price is. They ain't never got you knowing being modest. Poppin' shit, but only cause you know you poppin', yeah. You got it, girl, you got it.
All right, we are ready to go. Let's do an OOT dizzle. Girl, y'all can't even see me. Okay, this dress is like asymmetric, flouncy puff sleeve. It's from Aj. Earrings are Havuni, bag is Jacquemus, and my little sandals are from Tory Burch.
Girls want me, but not you. I want to know, I want to. She be like this kind of thing with tomato, moo moo. Oh no no. Now the little good things you do make me no 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 no. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Oh baby come, oh girl I want make me day. Oh I feel like making you. Oh no no, I feel like making you. Oh baby I know no good.
Are we going to the, I'm not gonna go. I'm begging to go. I'll put my feet in. I just want to thank you guys for, you know, taking the time to take out of your schedules and celebrate with me. Oh, you sorry. No, I really do appreciate it because I was like, send me $1,000, everybody. Which, you know, it's like very crazy. So I just wanted to do something special, and I really hope that I can keep celebrating with you guys every year because I love you all. So, here are your goodie bags. Thank you. To bougie friends, to bougie friends.
No, for real, you got the right crew.
Okay.
Sure.
Tequila. Oh my God, I love that. I love that.
As I wake up in the morning, I see dollar signs. It's the only thing that's on my mind. Other than pussy, you can't broke me. All these poor faces on me, I feel like Chucky.
counting bank on dirty clothes. I need really at. If I leave the house, I can't say when I'm coming back. Ain't no sentimentals, I just walk out and blow some grass. You can smoke what you want, bro, just crash some packs.
Hey y'all, day 1 is over. Well, it was really a half day because we got here like Thursday at 5. But it was a fun day, dinner and then a chill night. I didn't really want to like, I planned out a whole itinerary, but I was mindful of like travel days. I didn't want to like have too much going on when I knew we were gonna have to like wake up early the next day or something like that. So, oh my god, it's not like toiletries. I don't know. But tomorrow, well, I had a chill day today where we just came back from dinner and then like played games. And tomorrow we are going on a boat day, like yacht trip kind of thing. So we have to be up at, well, the car's coming to pick us up at 8 a.m. So we gotta be up kind of early. So I didn't want us to be like out at the club, getting too fucked up or anything. We took shots at the crib, but we just had a chill night playing games and like getting to know each other. Also, like most of my friends are like they didn't know each other, so I wanted everybody to have a chance to like bond and hang out. And yeah. Alright y'all, makeup is off, so I'll catch you tomorrow morning. I thought that view was gonna be more exciting, but it's all foggy and shit. Anyways, hello, I have a mosquito bite on my eyelid. Fun fact about me is I was getting bit on my eyelids. Like, what the hell? Y'all can't find some juicier meat somewhere? Eyelids? Really? For real? That's what you want? But anywho, that's not gonna let us get us down. What? That's not gonna get us down. But today is, and my eyes are so watery too. I took on my allergy medication, but it's like, but it's our boat day today. I'm probably just gonna do the same like basic makeup that I did yesterday, not trying to do the most. And also potentially like in the water. I put some eyelashes on actually because I don't know if I want to be in the water. It used to be stupid to put eyelash. Well, I also have a big ass bite on my eyelid. Oh, a lot going on. Let's just get started so that we're not late because we only have 30 minutes to get ready. My ass has been up just like wasting time. That is a wonderful habit of mine. I'll be like up early and then I am a very timely person though. I'm big on being timely, but I do be wasting time. Let's do an outfit of the day. It's giving titty. Oh wait, this lighting is good. Oh, ooh, Jesus, yeah, break this damn table. But the glasses are Lorvet. Bathing suit, this is a vinyl bathing suit. It's from Los Angeles Apparel. We got our wide leg trousers from Local European, and our shoes are from Aloha.
She trying to tan right now, you in her way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Of the sun.
Of the sun, yeah. I'm
great. You know, a little tanning session. Yeah.
All right.
Love it.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2, 3 drinks, now she's working. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, of her own kind. She don't need no bitch in a strip club. No, my girl don't tip. Now she's working. She throw it out and come back in. Best friend, you the baddest and you know it. Oh, girl, I think I booty growing. I keep up in the mirror, hit them poses. Best friends and you motherfucking growing. Best friends and your wrist like it's frozen. Oh, girl, I think I booty.
Put a little song on the line right there. A little song on the line. We call Black Women in STEM.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2, 3 drinks.
There's a lot of salt on that line. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, actually. Does it come with instructions? Yeah, but I didn't bring them. Yana! Did you just guessing? I don't know, actually, like, I know how to make it take off. I don't know how to land it. Oh, that's a problem.
What's it gonna be? All depends. They get them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. What's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all depends. They get them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it.
You bring that fucking coconut with you? How the fuck is
Yeah.
the coconut here?
Unjust, you good. It's done just you good. It's done just unjust. Just for the record. Just for the record. If they like it, then just for the
Don't sell, baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. I think music now be goldie.
You go do your one time, I break for one time, I'm to buy mess up. Anything you wish me, that be a passion. Bad man no they walk up, man no be God up. Make them they talk up, that's what they fly like helicopter. Nobody girls have got an inshallah with them move.
Hey, Bergie! All the time turn around, let's get around. I was looking at me up and down, looking at my I ain't gonna say no, I ain't just around them. Drop a little mama, I don't want to get my hand. No, I'm coming out. This is what we can see that I keep her repeating. I don't want to say, I'm trying to. I need to be treated like Ganja, cause they say she delicious.
Question, but then no get the answer. Question, but then no get the answer.
Trying to like not get in the water. Ooh, I have the hiccups. I'm all over the place right now. Okay, take care of your hair first. My hair is in my earring. It's dipping? Oh. Maybe I should take my earrings off. Maybe. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to be gentle. I'm struggling. Okay, there. You got it off? What did we do today? We woke up early as fuck. Was it early as fuck? What time did y'all wake up? At 7? Yeah, it's not that bad.
I woke up at 7:37 because Kyle woke me up.
Okay, I guess 7:37.
Yeah.
I woke up at 7.
I woke up at 7:30. Yeah.
Oh, because y'all don't really
I
do makeup.
I don't really do makeup.
I
I do eyeliner
through
and highlighter.
fucking like Instagram. And, oh my god, I have makeup. Are you okay?
Me? I'm good.
All I hear is. You hear that? Did you hear that? He said. Here's another moment. He said, "Yeah, why wouldn't I be?"
Oh my god.
Anywho,
Back to check-in.
I scrolled through Instagram for like 30 minutes. So technically, I really started getting ready at 7:30, but it's fine. We went on the yacht.
It was a really good
The Yacht
experience, honestly. The service was really good.
The service was good.
Emma,
I loved
she deserves
Emma.
an Emmy.
I loved
Like,
Emma. She was fun.
I think she was our friend.
Polish.
I can't decide if she hated us or not.
No, she was.
No, I think she was having
liked us.
fun.
I think she did like us.
And I could tell
I
when
think
like
she
And she was
having
singing
fun.
to the music. I saw her.
I
sing.
know.
Yeah, no, I saw
She
her.
literally was like, the playlist is fire.
Yeah.
She said the vibes are there. She didn't say that.
Vibes were
you
there.
The
know.
vibes were there.
Actually, everybody was shaking ass. Even the people working there. They were like, act up. You could get snatched up.
Men and women, the sailors.
Yeah, the sailor.
right, we saw him twerk.
Ass
Should've got on
up.
video.
Insert
Right.
clip here. I got that shit in 4K.
Wait, did you? Yeah. Oh.
I have so much footage.
Emma was like, really?
Hey y'all, it's like freaking round 3. I'm getting ready. I'm so tired of getting ready. Okay. Anyways, round 3 of getting ready. We were, what's it called? We went on a boat ride today, early in the morning. We got up at like 7 o'clock. We had to be ready by 8 because when the car picked us up. That was such a fun time. We got to play our music, hang out. There was hella food. Like, we was having a good time on that fucking boat. Then we came home and we had a few hours to just like chill and hang out. And now we're gonna go to like dinner in a lounge. So we need to get ready and get cute. And I'm literally, this is the thing with vacation. It's like, I want to be cute, I want to wear my fits, I want to look good, but doing the most every day back to back, like doing all my makeup and shit, like, bro, I don't want to do that every day. So I'm not going to. I'm going to do the bare minimum, just enough to like look presentable. I literally have a fucking bug bite right on my eyelid. I'm like, could you have bit me any other place? Oh my god. Anyways, let's get ready, let's get cute. We're gonna get all dressed up. We're gonna be wearing really uncomfortable shoes. It's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time to be alive, girl. I'm just here to chat, hang out with you. But I was kind of thinking just right now, and I was like, why don't we talk about it? I feel like going on a trip like this, I'm actively like, oh, I need to shoot content, I need to get content, I need to take pictures, I need to take videos, I need to do all this fucking shit. And I know myself and I knew this was gonna happen. But I feel like every time I go on a trip, I'm like, I'm going on a trip as a release and to like enjoy myself and not to do work. And shooting content and taking pictures has, because it's my job now, it's not a hobby anymore. Like, it has become work, and so it's not something that I actively want to do on something that feels like a vacation. Like, maybe if I'm going for the purpose of being like, okay, this is a work trip exclusively, like, we are here to fucking do labor, like, it's a different feeling. But to be here with my friends, which doesn't happen a whole lot, and to want to enjoy the limited amount of time that we have together, I don't want to spend it being so focused on getting the right shot and getting 30,000 pictures in every single one of my outfits. Like, I want to look cute, I want to hang out with my friends, and then I want to go home. And if I can get some good content in the process, it's like very fun and exciting. But I don't know, I think I just have to find a balance, because I do have to recognize, like, coming here and not shooting any content is not a good vibe. And I still have a couple days left to like get my shit together. But yeah, it's like finding that balance between being an influencer and then like living in the moment is kind of difficult, because everything doesn't need to be content. And like today, I had on my cute little bathing suit and outfit, and I was like, oh, I should probably take some pictures, but I was just genuinely like enjoying myself, and I didn't want to think about that. I was drinking, having a good time, and swimming and splashing around. When I was swimming, I literally like washed off all my makeup in the ocean. Like, I just did not give a fuck about like how I looked, what content that I got. So I don't know if I'm the only person that struggles with this, but it's something that I really want to deal with when I feel like I'm trying to be on vacation, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know that I have like a responsibility to y'all. I have a responsibility to just like myself to like not, I don't do a whole lot. So when I do something, I should take full advantage and try to get as much content as possible. I just feel like it's hard to genuinely enjoy yourself when you're so focused about, oh, I need to get the shot, I need to get, whatever. Like, damn, she in her mood. Mommy saying, wanna fuck in my AP. Do freeze. I think about bands. Hop off a jet to a chick when I land. 2 4 in the beast. I don't need it. Put a lights out with an eater. 2 seat. Bitch wanna fuck in my AP. Do freeze. I think about bands. Hop off a jet to a chick when I land. Good morning, friends. It is day 3 in Tulum. Yesterday was a fun time. After, you know, getting on the yacht and just hanging out in the pool, lunching around, then we got dinner at a Thai spot called Curry Po Thai, and the food was fantastic. Like, some of the best Thai food that I've had. Like, it was so good. Both of the restaurants that we've been to so far have been, like, very freaking delicious. We went to, like, a Mexican restaurant, a local, like, Mexican kind of seafood restaurant the first night, and the second night we went to a Thai restaurant, and they were both just absolutely delicious. The cocktails here have also been, like, super top tier. Like, I'm really just enjoying the food and the scenery of this town. I will say it is definitely an expensive city. Like, they know that they're kind of like a tourist destination, and they 100% take advantage of that. It's also the low season right now, so I knew that the high season was gonna be December. It's like November or December until May, but we're here the first week of June, so I wasn't thinking like that would impact like the amount of people that were here that much, because I was like, oh, it ends in May, we're going literally June 1st, so people should probably still be there. It's technically like rainy season, and the low season has not been raining. It rained literally one time for 10 minutes, and that was it. But restaurants and stuff literally empty so far. Like, it's like we'll be the only group in there, or there will be like one other group. Today we're going to Taboo, which is a really popular beach club here, so if that's empty, I'm kind of gonna be like, oh, I should not come back here in June ever again. Like, I'll just come. They were telling us, like, all the locals were telling us, like, the best time to come is December. And so just knowing, I mean, I don't mind shit being empty. Like, I'm very happy to do whatever I need to do, even if there's not a whole bunch of people around. But I didn't realize, like, oh, like, there's nobody fucking here if it's low season. Other than that, bro, I mean, and I'll talk about this more in depth, like, I guess when I do a recap at some point, but the transportation situation here is fucking ass. The cost of taxis, like, they be doing the fucking most, but we'll talk about that at a later time. Yesterday after dinner, we were supposed to go to a lounge, but honestly, like, we were kikiing and talking and having fun, and so I just did like a vibe check, because you know, like, when you're with a group of people, you're having a good time, like, yeah, you can go to a lounge or a club, but you know, it's like, let's just keep these good vibes going. Like, let's go home and like hang out and play games. And everybody was also kind of tired. Like, we've kind of been going. So I was like, we do not have to force ourselves to go out and like be miserable and tired. Like, let's just go back home if that's what the vibes is giving. Unfortunately, we booked a driver for yesterday, and the driver, we had scheduled him to like drop us off at multiple places and like pick us up at 1 a.m. But then we were like, hey, like, we're not trying to go to the club anymore tonight. We just want to be taken back to our villa. And he was like, well, you still have to pay for all the trips that y'all were gonna do. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense, because we're not gonna fucking do the trips and you're gonna get off early. I was like, damn, people not allowed to like change their mind or change their destination or anything. Like, they just gotta, like, what if somebody got sick? I still gotta pay you to go to the club even though I'm fucking sick? Like, that doesn't make sense. But anyways, we got it sorted out. We ended up coming back to the villa, kikiing, and now it is the next day. On the itinerary, we were supposed to go get brunch this morning, but honestly, I was like, y'all, like, let's all sleep. Like, we was out in the sun all freaking day. We was going. So we were day drinking too. So it was like, all right, if y'all want to chill this morning, because we were going to go to brunch at like 9 a.m. And I was like, I don't want to even wake up that early. So now we're just kikiing, hanging out at the villa this morning. We don't have to be at the beach club until 1 p.m. So we're just making breakfast at the villa.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it. Do us. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all from the life, man. But thank God for the journey with us to the plus. Yeah, gratitude is a must. Yeah, blessings fall from our right hand. What's a toast to the friends that take off the big road one time? Sit down in a class and we pour them. Only see the road and we
Okay, breakfast was so good, but now we literally have 15 minutes to get ready before we get picked up by our driver, so I'm gonna try to look presentable. Alright, we're about to head out. Let me do a quick little outfit of the day. But here's a little fit. I'm wearing this dress. It's a crochet dress from Meshki, I think. The bathing suit is from White Fox Boutique. Shoes are Tory Burch. And that's really it. I'm gonna just carry a little tote bag to bring all my little knickknacks. So let's head out because we're literally late.
Work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. Cause I'm about that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the cafe, murder, da, 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 da. Drive me a dessert. Let's have to have you lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the righteous. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I must leave a decoration. You mistaken with love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. Cause I'm about that work, 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 work. Da, 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 da. When you walk out, na, 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 na. Before the table turn, 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 turn. Beg you something, please.
Hey y'all, it's me looking real cute and sexy and fly. But we're about to head to dinner and then we're gonna go to the club. And I don't really want to bring my camera to the club, so you guys have to stay here. Sorry. Love you though. Love you. Kisses. XOXO. But we just went to Taboo today, and then we came back and chilled. And now we're going out, and y'all will have to catch me later.
Okay, so the beach club.
Beach club.
Taboo.
What did everybody think?
Good vibes. 10 out of 10.
So fun. It was very expensive. Price, no bueno. Vibes, bueno.
Buenísimo.
Buenísimo. Yeah, it cost like $90 just to walk in that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, be for real.
Honestly, yeah, you're paying for the vibes.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Quincy, I feel like when we're getting like a package and we have alcohol included, you don't feel any of that shit. Like the drunkest I felt was with the shots last night.
Yeah.
And they were so fucking cheap.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't feel drunk at all at Taboo. I was
Me either.
drinking.
No, I was waiting for it to get there, but it never got there. Dinner later.
Oh, okay. What did y'all think about the restaurant? I feel like it's the worst one that we've been to since we've been here.
Really?
Oh shit!
It was $475 for all that shit.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Y'all didn't like the dinner?
I liked the dinner, but it was a little expensive.
That shit
For
was
what it
$500.
But they did give us a lot of.
I don't know how we spent that much money. I don't
They
know.
did give us a lot of stuff on the house.
No,
I like
that-
the service.
I really like
Yeah.
The service was good. It was just expensive.
They got some
They gave
free
us a
ramen
lot.
Free
shots.
round shots, free appetizer, and then a free those like beans, the peas.
Edamame.
Wait, what was the appetizer? The edamame.
Edamame.
I thought I can't speak.
Absolutely.
I thought the edamame was. Shut the fuck up. I thought the edamame was the appetizer.
It was.
It was.
It was not.
Wait, what?
We literally had.
No, we had the
appetizers.
sushi, right?
Wait, did we order the edamame?
No, it was
Is
on the
that-
house.
is
No, that was on the house.
But it was
But I thought you were saying the appetizer and the edamame, like they were two separate things. You weren't?
I don't know.
Wait, so what was our appetizer?
I don't know
She's out
edamame.
here.
I don't know edamame is. That octopus was so
The octopus was really good. It's just like barbecue chicken.
Oh my
Yeah.
I was like,
god.
oh my god.
They seasoned it so amazing.
It's so tender.
Oh my god. I had no idea.
The rolls were really
I don't
good.
like
The
that.
rolls were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were-
Anyways, the food was good, but I do feel like out of the 3 restaurants so far,
Yeah.
that is in 3rd place.
I would agree.
And then we had a double
That's
shot.
really- The Thai place was like really good.
The Thai,
I thought it
I
was really
loved
good.
the Thai place.
The drinks were good. Like the
That was
food.
like-
That curry was so
Stew. It was a
good.
curry.
Yeah.
So good.
I didn't try
I
that.
think
would
the
like
Thai
to
is
try
my
again.
third.
Thai is third. I like the first place.
go to too.
Well, to be fair, I don't really like Thai food like that, so that could influence.
Oh.
I need you to.
No, the second place was probably my worst.
Vacate the villa.
I'm literally listening. I'm like, okay, what do I do next? Take my bag to Dubai.
Yeah, she's gonna tell me the directions. Okay, that's all Yana. Yeah.
I feel in my mind. I wanna dance tonight. It's in the air tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know it's all your fault. No, I don't wanna stay, no. You broke it down the door. Don't let me go, no. I just wanna hold you. I need no control, no. Would you let me love you? Me love you. Niggas want me to get ratchet. Niggas want me to attack it. Put the hood on, they calling me Cassius. Watch it like Bob Saget. Greedy, I can't pass it. And everything, nigga, no fasting. I don't care how much you knew me in the past. Fucking on my ex cause he validate me. Fucking up a check, I don't want no receipt. Mind get possessed, let my spirit speak freely. Hey, my past can't escape me. My pussy precedes me. Why my have a time change? I'm still playing the Happy birthday, dear all of the things I need living inside of me. I can see it. It's so embarrassing. All of the love I see living inside of me. I can't see. I'm blind.
Hey y'all, I am back home in Jackson from Tulum. Oh my god, we have so much shit to talk about. Let me just start by saying I had a whole lot of fun with my friends on this trip, but I will not be going back to Tulum. Like, I truly think that the internet has overhyped it and not really outlined the ways in that it can be a extremely complicated trip to deal with, especially for a large group. Now, all the issues that I'm going to talk about are things that I was kind of aware might be problems. I just didn't know to the extent that we were going to continue to have issues the entire time that we were on the trip. So there were like 3 main issues I feel like that we kept like running into as we were on this trip. The first being there is no Uber in Tulum. Okay, you have to use the local taxi drivers or hire a private driver, and we knew that going into it, but the amount of issues that it presented were just all over the place. Before going on the trip, when we were still in like the planning phase of organizing everything, knowing that there wasn't going to be Uber, I proposed the idea of getting a private driver, but obviously that comes with a huge cost, especially considering that we were a group of 6 people. But also, given that we were a group of 6 people, if we decided to go with taxis, we would have to get 2 taxis because 6 people cannot fit in one taxi. Like, the max that you could put in one taxi was 3 or 4 people, I believe. We also had to consider the fact that even though up front it sounded like the private driver would be a lot of money, there are no set rates for the taxi cabs. The taxi drivers kind of just tell you a rate. If it's really late at night, they'll tell you a different rate than what they told you during the day. Like, if there's not a lot of drivers around, like, they really would just throw out numbers and you had to negotiate. And at first we didn't know that. We were just like, oh, that's just the price that we have to pay? Like, okay. But then we realized we were just getting conned and conned and conned, like, back to back. Like, they were really just taking advantage of us. But let's backtrack, girl. Because we knew that hiring a private driver was going to be really high cost, everybody kind of agreed, like, let's just try out the taxis the first day, and if that doesn't work out, we'll hire a private driver for the rest of the time. First day, we get a taxi to go to dinner, everything is all good. After dinner, we find more taxis, and we ask them if there's a place that they can take us to. One, somebody had forgot their toothbrush, so we need to get a toothbrush. And two, we were planning on just like hanging out at the villa and having drinks or whatever, so we need to go buy alcohol. This is where the second issue really started coming up, because I have been to other cities in Mexico where people are more fluent in English. So when you come across some type of conflict, it's easier to communicate to somebody, because like there's no language barrier. There were a lot of miscommunications with taxi drivers in specific because, well, my friend Estella is Mexican and she speaks Spanish, but she's not completely fluent in Spanish. But as a group, we realized we were going to have to put a lot of pressure on Estella to communicate, because like literally every time we came across a problem, like if it was anything outside of like basic communication, nobody was understanding what we were saying, and it just like continued to present us with a lot of issues. So when we told the taxi drivers, hey, like, can you just take us to a convenience store so we can get drinks and we can get, you know, a toothbrush, whatever, we thought they were going to take us to a convenience store, but they took us to this random like bodega kind of store in an area that was not touristy at all. So it was very terrifying to be driving to a neighborhood you don't know, where you clearly cannot communicate very well with the taxi driver. Like, we ended up at this random bodega kind of store, and literally it was closed. We were buying liquor through a window. Like, it was just, I was like, what is going on right now? So after that experience, the whole group was kind of like, all right, let's just book a private driver for the rest of the time, because that would just make our lives easier. We don't have to, it'll be through like an actual service. It won't just be like random taxi drivers. Like, it'll just be more, you know, established. Even though we have to pay a little bit extra money, like, it'll just be a more professional experience than what we dealt with the first night. And I just want to say, like, however much money you think that taxis are gonna be in Tulum, like, fucking triple that shit, because we spent at least $1,000 for everything that we did: airport, going to a yacht, just random travel to restaurants and beach clubs and stuff. At least $1,000 in 4 days on transportation alone. Like, it was incredibly expensive. And if you do not have cash, which is another issue that we consistently ran up against, you need cash for everything. Everything. The only time where you don't need cash is if you're in like a restaurant or a beach club where you can pay with card. But even then, like, they charge fees to use your card. So like, the best thing to do is just take out like an insane amount of cash, because you are going to need it for everything. So second day, we decide, okay, we're just going to hire a private driver for the rest of the time, and we're thinking this will solve all of our issues. The thing with the private driver is you kind of have to tell them what you plan on doing for the whole day so that they can schedule you a driver and they can give you a rate ahead of time. Second day, our driver took us to our yacht experience. So he drove us to like the marina, and then he brought us back to our villa. We told him that night we were planning on going to a restaurant, and then after going to the restaurant, we were planning on going to a lounge, and from there, he would pick us up and drop us back off at our villa. The cost we got quoted for going from villa to restaurant to lounge back to villa and being picked up around 2 a.m. was $180 total. Now, I know that sounds a lot, but divided by 6, it's not that exorbitant of a price. And we were just trying to like value our safety and have a better experience than we were having before. So we were like, all right, 180 round trip, like, let's just do it. Now, keep in mind, we were staying in a villa, and let's just talk about the geography of Tulum. You've got like 2 main areas that tourists go to, which is El Centro, which is like the downtown. And then there's the Zona Hotelera, I forgot what exactly it's called, but that's like the area on the beach where there's kind of like beach resorts. So in the center, there's like restaurants, clubs, bars, that kind of thing. And then on the beach area, there's like beach clubs and resorts. If you want to stay in a villa though and not in like a hotel, a lot of those are located between both neighborhoods in an area called El Diazama. And mind you, travel anywhere in this city, like max, it was like 10-15 minutes to get anywhere in the city, whether it was the downtown area, the beach, our villa, like everything was taking 10 minutes max. Keeping that in mind, if you do go to Tulum, wherever you're staying, if you book a private driver, it's around $200, 200 US dollars total every time you step into that fucking car, round trip. Like that is kind of like the general area. Sometimes it would be 150 depending on whether we were making stops. Sometimes it would be 220 if we were going somewhere like where we, or a day where we had a lot more things planned. So anyways, back to the story. We tell our private driver, hey, this is what we want to do tonight. We want to go to dinner, da 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 da, all the stuff that I said. But honestly, that same day, we had done the yacht trip and we were just out all day in the sun, drinking, swimming. Like, honestly, we were tired by the time it got to like around dinner time. Everything was just like go, 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 go. There was not any time to really take any naps or anything like that. So people was tired. Like, we want to go out and have fun, but like I kind of did a vibe check while we were eating. Like, you know, you get the itis. Like, everybody just seemed a little tired. So I was like, yo, like vibe check, like, are we trying to go out? Like, because nobody wants to go out and be falling asleep and like not having a good time. Like, do we want to go out or do we want to go back home and just chill at the house, kiki, play games, drink, that sort of thing? When I said that, everybody was excited because I could just tell everybody was a little tired. So I'm not going to force y'all to go out. I wasn't even feeling like I wanted to go out because I was getting tired. So we go to our driver and we're like, hey, can we actually just go back to the villa? Like, we're just all feeling a little bit tired. Why this man said if we go back home, we still have to pay him the full like $180, even though we were cutting all of our time and the trip down. And like, I understand that we had told him ahead of time like what we were trying to do and like our plans changed. But like, what if there was an emergency or somebody got sick? Like, what if there was a reason like why we really needed to get back home other than like we're just tired? To me, that whole situation, like, he was not budging. We like basically just had to pay him the full cost. Like, again, communication was an issue, so I'm not trying to make anybody feel like I'm not paying them or anything like that, but like, that was like, the taxi gave you more flexibility, but like the taxi scenario was just a little bit hectic, a little bit too hectic for us, especially with the language barrier. But the private driver situation, it was like, if you tell them what is on your itinerary, there is no fucking changing that itinerary. If you want to get picked up later, nothing. Like, every time we use the private driver, which for the next 2 days we tried using the same private driver, and there kept being problems because you're on vacation. If you're in a place and you're having fun, you want to be able to text your driver, hey, can you come an hour or two later just because we're having a good time? And it was like, none of that was possible. Like, it was like a hot ass mess every single time we wanted to make a slight adjustment to our itinerary. And like, when you think about the principle of it, like, oh, we are kind of last minute telling this person like to pick us up at a different time. Like, yeah, that is a little bit inconvenient for the driver, but it just felt like we were paying an exorbitant amount of money, $200 every time we got in this man's car, and we would use him as our driver multiple times a day. So we paid that particular driver like $800, and to not feel completely satisfied with your service when you're paying a person $800 to drive you like 10 minutes, it was just like, I honestly truly like could not believe how difficult, like, no matter what we were trying to do, transportation was a fucking issue. On the like before last day, we kind of finally figured out a transportation scenario that was working for us. Our villa had was in like a cul-de-sac, and the cul-de-sac had a security guard out front that like managed the gate so that he could see like who's going in and out. And Estella, she basically just went up to the security guard and was like, hey, would you be able to like get us taxi drivers and like communicate with them for us? And like that ended up being the best possible scenario because he was able to communicate with the drivers. He was able, like we were able to tell him like, hey, this is what our budget is. So we didn't have to try to do like the negotiating ourselves. We basically found ourselves like a very helpful middleman who was able to like negotiate things for us because like the way things were going, it was like just, it was not working. So by the end of the trip, like we did figure out a scenario that worked, but it just took a lot of mishaps to figure it out. And girl, on the last day, we were going to be using ATVs as our transportation. You can rent ATVs for like a daily fee and you can drive them all over Tulum. So you can drive them on the street, on the road, whatever. Like if you want to go to Tulum and use an ATV as your transportation the entire time that you're there, then you can completely do that. But you do have to like find parking and there's the potential that police will pull you over. Like there's all that kind of stuff. Because like honestly, a lot of our issues would be avoided if we rented a car. But like it personally did not want to deal with being pulled over by police in a foreign country. Like and maybe that's me, like, I don't know, just having a fear that wouldn't even be a problem. But like, I just personally did not want to deal with being pulled over by police and not being able to adequately communicate with them. So like to me, and also you want to get lit and get drunk on vacation. So like someone being the designated driver, like all that is just a fucking drag. But anyways, last day, we're renting ATVs. We know that we are going to a beach club where there is going to be parking for free. So all of that is cool and dandy. I had set up with the concierge. Our villa had a concierge, which helped us book a lot of reservations and do all types of things. So they had booked a reservation for us at the beach club. And they had also booked 3 ATVs for us because there were 6 of us. So there was going to be 2 people per ATV. When we showed up to the place where we were supposed to pick up the ATVs, there was nobody fucking there. We were calling, trying to figure out what was going on, trying to communicate. Long story short, it took 2 hours of waiting around for us to get the ATVs. When we did get them, we were trying to like negotiate with them because we were like, yo, like we've been waiting here for 2 hours. Like y'all gonna have to give us some type of discount or something because this is ridiculous. Like we done missed our reservation. Like we had to reschedule. Like this is all like a hot ass mess. Like what are we gonna do? They end up giving us a discount, but then they're like, hey, we need to see like somebody's ID. So then I think somebody pulls out just like their driver's license, like US driver's license from like Georgia or something like that. So somebody pulls out their Georgia driver's license. They're like, oh, no, look, like we need to see a passport. So then my friend Mila pulls out her passport. They don't even look at it. They just like take her passport and then they like hold on to it. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like, oh, this is like basically trying to communicate with us. So like, this is like your deposit kind of thing. Like this is our guarantee that you're going to bring these ATVs back. So we're going to like hold on to your passport. And we're like, what the fuck? Like nobody is letting you hold on to their passport. Like we literally cannot leave this country if you, who is clearly somebody who is unreliable because you didn't answer us for like 2 fucking hours, like we're not letting you hold on to the passport because if we have an issue and we can't communicate with you, like we're literally leaving tomorrow morning. Like this is not funny. Like you're not going to hold on to somebody's passport. That is ridiculous. It was honestly like insane to me that they ask tourists for their passports and apparently people are giving them to them because like it was just a normal request. Like I would never let anybody hold on to my passport. Like that's insanity. Ultimately, like we were able to like negotiate with them to like not do any type of deposit at all. We were like, we don't want your fucking ATVs. Like I promise you will get them back by the end of the day. Like we're literally leaving. You can get the ATVs back. So they end up like letting us have the ATVs with no deposit. We ride the ATVs to the beach club. It is like a beautiful ride. We're having so much fun. Like everybody's having a really good time. It's like a weight lifted off of our shoulders because we finally figured this shit out. Like everybody is working through all these obstacles, trying to get shit done just so that we can have a good day without any hurdles or obstacles. We finally get the ATVs. We're driving. It's a beautiful drive. We get to the beach club. The beach club is beautiful. Like the water is beautiful. The food is good. Like it's a much more chill beach club than the place that we went to the day before, which is Taboo, which is basically like a club on the beach. E-Call is the other beach club that we went to, which is like much more chill. You could play beach volleyball, you could lounge around, like it was really cute, fun. We ended up having like just the most amazing day. After the beach club, it's time to go. That night, like, and this day was like my actual birthday, June 4th. It was my actual birthday. That night, we had a private chef coming to cook us dinner for the last dinner, and like it was around 5:30, and the chef was scheduled to come and cook for us at 7 o'clock. So it was like a 20-minute ride back to our villa, and then we'd have like about an hour to like get ready for dinner and stuff like that. So we all get on our ATVs, girl. Why does one ATV not fucking turn on? We thought we were finally gonna have just like a good rest of the day, seamless, easy. No, one of the fucking ATVs does not turn on. So now we're panicking. We're like, we need to contact these people who were slow as fuck in the first place so that we can take this shit back to them and we can get on with the rest of our fucking day. We contact them. They're telling us they're gonna call a mechanic or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know what they need to do, but they say they're gonna send a mechanic and it's gonna take 15 minutes. No, bitch, we're sitting there for fucking hours. I, on my end, am like communicating with the chef. I'm like, hey, like, we're having issues with our ATV, etc., etc. Can you come at 8 o'clock instead? Because like we're just not going to be there on time. And like somebody needed to be at the villa to like let this man in, or he was just going to be standing outside. And we had also prepaid for the private dinner experience through Airbnb experiences, so we were just going to lose that money if we weren't back on time to let this chef in the house to fucking cook. So we're all fucking stressed, right? Ultimately, we just decide, okay, like 4 people are going to stay and figure out this broken ATV situation. And then me and somebody else are going to go back to the villa and let the chef in and just get everything organized back at the house so that we can enjoy the rest of our night. And once the mechanics arrive, yada, 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 they'll, like, basically we're just going to split up, because right now just sitting around for 2 hours waiting for a mechanic was just not a smart use of our time. Like, we were just wasting time when we needed to get back. Also, the whole trip, we're 5 girls and 1 guy. So, like, when we were traveling, like, we had Estella who spoke Spanish and Quincy, who's a guy. So just for safety purposes, like, we would kind of split Quincy and Estella up so that people would either be able to be with a male presence or people would be able to like communicate effectively. So eventually we just decided, okay, Yana and Estella, y'all go back to the villa. Bitch, tell me why when we got on our fucking ATV, the shit did not turn on. And this ATV was working like 2 seconds ago. Like, literally everybody was turning on their ATVs. The first one was not working. So then everybody was like, okay, like, let's turn our shits off and like figure out how to fix this person's ATV. So everybody else's ATV was off. But then when we went back on the ATV to try to get back home, bitch, now we have 2 out of 3 fucking ATVs that are not working, and we're stranded at this fucking beach club and everybody's fucking leaving and it's about to start getting dark. So we're just like, okay, like, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, but we need to get these ATVs working. Like, literally everything that could possibly go wrong was going wrong. The people who worked at the beach club were like trying to help us like kickstart things. Long story short, the second ATV that wasn't working ultimately decided it wanted to turn back on again. So then we decided, okay, 2 people are gonna stay with the fucking ATV that's still broken and wait for the mechanics. And we decided that Quincy and Stella were going to stay and fix the broken ATV. And the rest of us, we was going to hop on the other ATVs and drive back home. So my friend Mila and I were on one ATV, and then Serena and Cal were on another ATV. Serena and Cal were on the ATV that like broke down and then decided it wanted to start working again. This is important context for the rest of the story. At this point, it is like fucking 7:30. We have like no time to get back and let the chef in. Like, we have no time to get ready. Like, I had planned to like get all cute and all this stuff and like just take pictures and whatever. There were no fucking time for that because we were just going through it. Like I said, it's a 20-minute ride back. We're driving. I'm the like navigator. I'm not actually driving the ATV. Like, I have all of I have the whole itinerary in my phone with all the addresses and shit. So I am like the one that's like navigating us. So I'm telling us where to go right, go left, da 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 da. We're driving. While we're driving, our GPS tries to take us down a one-way street, which we cannot go down. We're like driving against traffic. Everybody's like fucking honking at us and telling us to go another way. So we have to turn around, and in my little Google Maps, I make a readjustment. I'm like, okay, take us down a different path, like do something else. And it decides it wants to take us down these like side streets that are just absolutely terrifying. Like, literally like piles of trash and rubble. There's people living in these areas with piles of trash and rubber. There's people like burning trash. Like, it's just like really, like, we was just driving through the trenches. Like, I really have no other way to describe it. Like, it was like not an area that tourists should be in at all. Like, we were sticking out like sore fucking thumbs. Mind you, we were at a beach club, so we're in beach attire on these ATVs driving through this neighborhood that we should obviously not be in. And bitch, tell me why, while we're in the middle of the fucking trenches, tell me why that ATV breaks down again and just stops. I was like, bitch, we cannot catch a fucking break. So obviously we're stuck in the middle of a neighborhood we should not be in. And we're like, holy fuck. So I tell Mila and I, our ATV is still working. And I can see like down the street, it looks like it's more of a main street. Like we will be out of like this neighborhood that we should not be in. And again, like at this point, Quincy is gone, who's the only guy who's on the trip, and Estella's gone, who's the only person that speaks Spanish. So we're just 4 girls in a neighborhood where we cannot communicate with anybody. Like we are just really fucking sticking out like sore thumb. But I told Mila, like, I can see that there's probably like a main road down like this strip, and I tell her just drive over there, and I literally run back to the other ATV that is now not fucking working. I run back, and me, Serena, and Cal are like pushing this ATV through all this trash and like all these rocks and rubbles and bullshit. And I have no visuals of this. I was not vlogging at this point because, bitch, like, we were, like, it was like fight or flight. Like, we need to survive. It is not the time for me to take out my fucking vlog camera and be like, look at the disaster that we're in. Because I was just like, we need to figure out how to get out of this situation. So we push our shit onto a main street, and then thank the Lord that when a guy who worked at the beach club is the one who like figured out how to turn our ATV back on, the one that like broke down and decided to turn back on again. And Mila had asked him like, oh, how did you do that? Which, thank God, like I just assumed, oh, it went back on, so like we should be good to go. Like it should be able to last for 20 more minutes. No, obviously it didn't. But he had told her that he pushed the like gas button on the ATV over and over and over again, like not holding it down, but he pushed it over and over again until it just started working. But like, thank God she asked that man that, or we would have been stranded again, and we would have had to wait for a whole different mechanic. So Mila went over to the other ATV and she started pressing the button over and over again. It turned back on. We were only like stranded again for like, I want to say like 10 minutes max, but it was like a very terrifying situation to be in. But we got all of our ATVs working again. We're only about 7 minutes away from our villa. Quincy and Stella call us and say that the mechanics took their stuff, that they're on the way. The mechanics are like escorting them back to the villa, and that once we get back to the villa, the mechanics are gonna pick up all 3 ATVs and take them back to the people that we rented them from, just to like help us deal with like the fucking horrendous inconvenience that we had. So after all that, we all end up back in the villa, safe and sound. It was a lot. It was a lot. But everybody was such a fucking trooper. Like all my friends were just like rolling with the punches, and we were getting punched quite a lot on this fucking trip. I basically just told y'all all the like struggles and difficulties that we had, but like we did have a whole lot of fun. I just feel like all the shit that we had to go through in terms of like transportation on this trip, like that is enough to make me not want to go back to Tulum. Or at least if I did go back, like I would just plan the trip differently, like trying to go from neighborhood to neighborhood to kind of see everything every day. Like we were only there for like 4 or 5 days. Like, so I had packed a lot in the itinerary, not knowing that like traveling 10-minute distances would be that fucking hard. But yeah, we ended the trip on a great note. We had a private dinner in the villa, which was really fun. And a lot of other things were also really fun. The boat day that we had was incredible. We had like chefs and staff on the boat, and like we had a really great time. The food in general in Tulum is fantastic. We went out to a club on one night. We had a wonderful time. Like honestly, all the activities that we did were amazing. Like everything that we had planned to do during the trip, like the actual like itinerary items were wonderful. It was just the struggle of getting to them that was just a lot, and I just wouldn't want to deal with that again, because I planned everything out like to a T so that things would be seamless, and they just did not end up going that way. If I did go back to Tulum, I would either go back with like not as big of a group, maybe just me and one other person, and would definitely like either stay on the beach or stay downtown. If I did decide I wanted to do something with a large group and we were going to stay in a villa, I would literally just plan on hiring a private chef and just spending the majority of my time in the villa instead of thinking that I was going to travel all over the fucking globe. I will also say, like, our villa was absolutely stunning, and I feel like we all just had the most fun just like hanging out in the villa. It had a pool, it had a rooftop, it was beautiful, it had a fully equipped kitchen. Like, we were able to like make brunch all together one day while we were there. Like, it was a great place to stay. I really enjoyed all the little activities that we did. It's just the transportation thing that was an issue. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this vlog. Y'all got to see all the fun stuff that we did in the vlog, but I did want to flag, like, it was not all fun and games the whole time. So if you are planning a trip to Tulum, I would just keep all those little tidbits in mind and tailor your trip based on the fact that you might fucking struggle to get from point A to point B. And with that said, I hope that y'all enjoyed this vlog because I really enjoyed making it for y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.